good morning student. So today I will see few questions from solid state. Today I will see few questions from solid state. So the first question is, what type of defect can arise when a solid is heated? What type of defect can arise when a solid is heated? So as you know, when a solid is heated, vacancy defect can take place. Vacancy defect. So when a solid is heated, vacancy can be created. So this is called vacancy defect. Now, which physical property is affected? So the physical property which is affected is density. So which physical property is affected? Density. And in what way it is affected? So as you know, when vacancy is created, there is a decrease in mass. There is a big decrease in mass. So density is equal to mass per unit volume. As there is decrease in the mass with constant volume, so what will happen? Density will decrease. Density will decrease. So what type of defect can arise when a solid is heated? So when a solid is heated, a vacancy defect is created. Which physical property is affected? The physical property which is affected is density. And how it is affected? It decreases. It decreases. So generally the vacancy defects are also shown by ionic solid. They are called Schottky defect. They are called Schottky defect. So what happens in Schottky defect? Equal number of cations and anions are missing. Equal number of cations and anions are missing, due to which what happens? There is a reduced or decrease in mass, which result in decrease in density. So these Schottky defects are shown by such ionic solid where the size of the cation and anion are almost identical. So vacancy defect example is Schottky defect. Schottky defect. So Schottky defect is shown by AgBr. Keep in mind that AgBr is a special compound because it shows both Schottky and Frankel defect. Another example, which is most common example, is sodium chloride. Another is potassium chloride, cesium chloride. So these are the compounds which show Schottky defect. So here the type of defect which can arise when a solid is heated is vacancy defect, and vacancy defect is also shown by non-ionic compound. So but in case of ionic compound, the vacancy defect is called Schottky defect. Now coming to Frankel defect. Frankel defect is actually a dislocation defect. So what happens? The cation from the lattice side actually moves from lattice side to interstitial space. So there is a vacancy that is created at the lattice side, and a new particle, that means cation entering the interstitial, creates an interstitial defect. So as there is no loss of particle or gain of particle, we say that the density remains constant in Frankel defect. These are shown by such ionic compound where the size of cation and anion varies. These are shown by such ionic compound where the size of cation and anion varies. So, but these are common in ZnS or silver halide, AgCl, AgBr. AgBr is unique because I have already told you that AgBr shows both Schottky defect as well as Frankel defect as well as AgI. Why they show Frankel defect? Because Zn2 plus and Ag plus ions are really small cation, you can say. Now let's see. Explain how vacancies are introduced in an ionic solid when a cation of higher valence is added as an impurity in it. So let's take an example of NaCl. So we take molten NaCl and mix it with SrCl2, strontium chloride. So what happens? From the crystal, some of Na plus ions leaves, or there is a vacancy of some of the Na plus ion. So suppose here is Na plus, here is Cl minus, here is Na plus, here is Cl minus, here is Cl minus. From here vacancy of Na is created. Here is Cl minus, here is Na plus, here is one vacancy, then Cl minus, then Na plus, and then Cl minus. So what happens? There are, suppose two cations are missing. That means the crystal has not deficiency of two positive ions. So what will happen? Sr2 plus ion, which we have mixed as impurity, will come and occupy. So Sr2 plus ion will come. So two cations were missing. When one Sr2 plus ion came, the crystal become neutral because the charge is neutralized. And this is called the cation vacancy. This is called the cation vacancy. This is called the cation vacancy. So the number of cation vacancy is also equal to number of Sr2 plus. So remember, one numerical is also based on this. So number of cation vacancy is equal to number of Sr2 plus ions. So number of cation vacancy is equal to Sr2 plus ions. Now another example of this type of is that when you take AgCl and mixed with cadmium chloride. So what happens? Similarly, some Ag plus ions are missing, which are compensated by cadmium 2 plus ion. So these are example of impurity defect. These are example of impurity defect. So how vacancies are introduced in an ionic solid? When a cation of higher valence is added as an impurity in it, it causes impurity defect. And two examples I have given. One of molten NaCl when mixed with SrCl2, another is AgCl mixed with cadmium chloride. Now let's see this numerical, student. If NaCl is doped with 10 to the power minus 3 mole percent of SrCl2, what is the concentration of cation vacancy? So concentration of cation vacancy. Concentration of cation vacancy is equal to number of Sr2 plus ions. Number of Sr2 plus ions. As we know, SrCl2 breaks into Sr2 plus 2Cl minus. So if it is 1 mole, then this will also be 1 mole. Since it is 10 to the power minus 3 mole percent, so it will also be 10 to the power minus 3 mole percent. So putting this value 10 to the power minus 3 mole percent. Now keep in mind that, student, when you have to remove the percentage sign, you have to divide by 100. So 10 to the power minus 3 by 100, that will give you 10 to the power minus 5 mole. Now if you want to remove the mole sign, what you need to do, you have to multiply with Avogadro number. You have to multiply with Avogadro number. So you have to multiply with Avogadro number, that is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. So your answer will be 6.022 into 10 to the power 18. This will be the concentration of cation vacancy. This will be the concentration of cation vacancy when NaCl is doped with 10 to the power minus 3 mole percent of SrCl2. Student, keep in mind that the meaning of doping is to mix impurities. So what happens, we do mix some impurities, like you have read in semiconductors, like there are two types of semiconductor. One is called the intrinsic semiconductor and another is called the extrinsic semiconductor. So what happens, the intrinsic semiconductor, particularly silicon and germanium, have such a low conductivity that we need to mix something. So the process of mixing impurity to increase the conductivity of a semiconductor, particularly the intrinsic, is called doping. So doping is the process of mixing impurity. Generally we mix two types of impurities. One is called the electron excess impurity, one is the electron deficient. So electron deficient belongs to group 13. Group 13, you can remember Bal Gangadhar Indian Tilak. So you can remember the trick Bal Gangadhar Indian Tilak. So if you mix this, then you are going to get p-type semiconductor. So holes will be the majority charge carrier and electrons will be the minority charge carrier. Now if you mix, suppose Nana Papa Asi Sab Bimar, means nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth, 2 silicon and germanium, you will get n-type semiconductor where the majority charge carriers are electrons and the minority charge carriers are holes. So there are two types of extrinsic semiconductor. One is called the n-type, another is called the p-type. So when we mix silicon and germanium with group 13, we will get p-type semiconductor. When we mix with group 15, we will get n-type semiconductor. So remember the trick, Bal Gangadhar Indian Tilak for group 13, that is aluminum or boron family. So boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, thallium. So silicon or germanium mixed with group 13, p-type semiconductor. Silicon, germanium mixed with group 15, nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth will give n-type semiconductor. So these are the two important types of semiconductors. I hope you understood, student. These are the important questions which I tried to explain you. Do like and subscribe my channel, and you can join my online classes also. So I am giving online classes for 11th, 12th, IIT, NEET, MSET, as well as for your board exam, CBSE, etc. So do like and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. This is Sandeep sir signing off. All the very best.